Well, welcome to Alan's Day. We are back at it on the Hewes Craft 220 Ocean Pro. Upgrade to perfect on here. I put a couple videos together showing you what we've done to upgrade it to get it ready to go out to the job site. Currently we've got it sitting up at our shop here. We brought it back from Savannah, Georgia up to Green Bay, Wisconsin. To do a little more work on it, a couple things on the trailer, which I'll show you that in a little bit, but also on the boat itself. Currently, or it did not have a coating on the bottom of this, and we took it down where we were docked down by the ocean there on the Savannah River. It only took about a week or two before the boat was actually unusable to take it out on the water because there was so much growth on the bottom of it. You couldn't get it up in the plane. There's more growth on one side than the other. The boat was pulling to one side. So what we did is undercoated the bottom, not undercoated, put some special paint on there, and I'll turn the camera on and show you exactly what we put on there. But this goes back to, you know, if Hewes Craft never offered that option to us, or the boat dealer never offered it to us, knowing that this is a problem that needs to be addressed, you just can't ignore it. So haul the boat back up here and get the bottom taken care of on here. We were in the Savannah, Georgia area down there, looked around, could not find anybody that we felt comfortable with coating the bottom of the boat. So we brought it up here and we took and water blasted the bottom side, the river. Really clean it up, open the pores up so we had good adhesion of the coating that we put on there, and lifted it up and painted it. So it's been hanging here for so over the weekend, so that it could cure, get it onto the trailer tomorrow, and it's heading back down to Savannah, Georgia. So hopefully that'll be the extent of what we got going on with this, at least for a couple of years. One other upgrade that we did on here, and I'll show you that, we put a canopy over the top of that. I don't know if we're going to have pictures to show you of it completely finished, but I'll show you a couple drawings and some of the parts we made for that. So let me get you turned around and I'll show you the paint system that or coating system we put onto here. So, well, we're back. Let me show you what we used for paint on this, or coating on this. Starting out with, these are Sherwin-Williams products, and this is a Safeguard 6000 marine epoxy. Two coats that we put on there. One is the base coat, and then we also use this as the tie coat for this particular product. So there's what you got for the system. This is what all the big boys in town, this is Green Bay, Wisconsin, a lot of lakes, a lot of water, a lot of boat manufacturers, and this is their system that they use on there. So that goes on there, and then we put two coats of top coat on here. This is the anti-fouling coating on there that should keep a lot of the growth off of this, off the hull on this boat here. So there you go. You know what I know now. Do a little research, but these are the two products that you can use to upgrade the bottom of your boat. And once again, I sure wish that either the boat manufacturer and or the dealer would have said, hey, you can't use this boat unless you coat the bottom of it, because from our experience, it's unusable without the coating on there, unless there's some way you can crawl underneath it once a week with a scuba suit and scrape your hull off. So get you back, show you a little more. Oh, also doing another upgrade, tires. I'll walk in the other room, put those on here, but these are the tires that we changed out and put on the trailer. A little bit better, a little better quality. Get into that in a little bit. Thanks, guys. Well, we've got another upgrade to do on the boat project, and that is this trailer. This particular trailer, we bought this with the boat. It's a easy load trailer. We took one trip down to Savannah, probably about a 1,400 mile trip, and then one back. And we found some issues with the trailer here, and some pretty serious ones too. So from what I see so far, these boats are not designed to go down the highway. These trailers, that trailer is designed to back a boat into the water, pull a boat out of the water. Anything above and beyond that, you're at risk from what I see here. Starting at the front here, we've got this hitch assembly. What they had in here, they just had a bolt in here and a bolt here, and when we came back on the last trip, it slotted this hole out a full 1/2 inch. You could grab this head and you could damn nearly lift it off of there. So what we did is we put a bushing inside, put a longer bolt so we can squeeze that together. We made a U-bolt to go over the top with a stainless steel mount here, and we put a thread cutter in here to hold this head in place here. So that's one issue with the head. Like I said, about 3,000 miles, and it was there was nothing left of that head on there. Another area of concern on here is this has got a real good idea with that head that swivels around for easy storage, but they just have a pin in here. Well, by the time we got back on this trip, that hole was slopped out and that head was flopping like this. So we took that out, put a grade 8 bolt in here, put an eye lock, and tighten that thing down. That solved that, so hopefully we got that problem. The next problem is this connection right here. They've got a bolt, or they've got something going on. We didn't tear this apart yet, but this whole corner flexes right here. So once we pull this cover off of here and see what's in there, we've got to reinforce or modify or do something to this edge, because there's movement down in here, and you add another trip on there, and there's going to be some serious problems. They got some bolt in there that's sort of pulling sideways. Whatever it is, it's pretty much junk, and it's not meant to go down the highway. So I'm just very disappointed that this trailer, that they're putting people at risk by sending these trailers down the road, thinking that you buy a brand new trailer, you think it should hold together. We went back through and tightening all the bolts up. All the bolts are loose on all these brackets. These fender assemblies all came loose on here. You can see that one over there has been sliding back and forth. So we got rid of, tighten that down. And these tires on here, there again, they're not meant to go down the interstate. That's a 14-inch tire, and it's a C-rated tire. And for the size boat we're having that's on here, that's too close to the, there's no safety factor in there. So what we did is we got rid of the 14-inch tires that the trailer came with, and we're putting a 15-inch tire with a D rating on there to increase our odds of success. Currently, like I said, we've probably got 3,000 miles on those tires, and I wouldn't want to put one more mile on those tires going down the interstate with this trailer here. So from a distance, these trailers look good, but you need to go around them and upgrade to perfect on these things, because they will not hold up going down the interstate for any length of time. So we'll bring you back once we show you what's going on with the front there a little bit. One other area of concern on here is we're going to take those are liquid filled bearings on there. We're going to take those out. We're going to pack those with a good high temperature grease in there, just to make sure we don't have any issues with that. So we'll bring you back when we got a little bit more to show you. Well, the guys got the Hewes Craft 220 Ocean Pro sitting down on the trailer after getting the bottom coated and getting ready to head back down on their 1,200 mile journey down to Savannah, Georgia from Green Bay here. So the upgrades on the trailer, showed you a few things on there. We did get the new tires on there, upgraded those from a C to a D range. And also I mentioned that we were going to pack the wheel bearings with grease. They had the oil filled ones on there. What we opted to do instead is actually replace the entire hub to a standard off-the-shelf hub that you can pretty much get anywhere if you've got any problems. So we put a hub on there, had to do a little work on there to get it to fit, had to put a spacer on the disc brake caliper, but everything fits. Got a spare hub, got some good grease. We'll see how that works together for us. We got all the fenders tightened down, and as we go through here, we've got talked yesterday about this connection. Let me get you on the other side here. One of many connections on this trailer that loosened up on its, like I said, it only had 3,000 miles on it, and this trailer was just falling apart. So what we had done on here is there was a bolt that went through here, this tube and this tube over here. There was a lot of flex in there, and it was already starting to wear. There's no way that would have lasted the life of the trailer, that connection that they had on there. So what we did on here is we took a piece of stainless steel plate and we burned it out in this shape right here. We put some thread cutter bolts in here, put some stainless steel bolts here, and we did the same thing on the bottom side there. We put that reinforcement plate in there to help stabilize this connection. It's still able to flex and move a little bit, so you're not going to get any cracking, but we had to add that on there. There's no way this trailer would have made it down the road much longer with the way the factory had this designed on there. A couple other upgrades we did on here is added these little steps on here. Looks like a real nice idea. These are off the shelf. I'm not quite sure where the guys bought these from, but they bolted them on here so that when you're walking up to it, you can step on it, and then they got one sitting up here too. So that looks good. Got the hitch all done, showed you that already. But bottom line is the boat is ready to head back down and put the work out on the job site. So, well, we'll talk to you later, and maybe the guys will send some footage of it actually doing some work, hauling the crew around. So, talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching. Thank you for watching Alan's Day. Life is about making choices. Some things are already perfect. Some things you may choose to upgrade. This channel will show you both. Please like, subscribe, and share. Thanks again.